Guys, today I'm not going to do an untangle video. I'm not going to make a cable. I'm just going to talk about my nuts. I've been wanting to talk about my nuts for a long time now. I'm talking about these nuts. You see these? Cage nuts, guys. We're talking about cage nuts. I used to love these things until, recently I got myself a couple stabs into my finger, and that hurts. Jeff at Craft Computing is using these things. Many other people are using them. When you buy a piece of hardware, you get cage nuts, right? My rack here that I got came with cage nuts. When you buy a nice Unify switch, you get shiny nuts. And then when you buy other pieces of equipment, you get different kinds of bolts and different sizes. Like some are fine thread, some are coarse thread, and it kind of sucks. And I didn't really think that I would like using RackStuds. I got a big bag here. Actually, I got more than a bag here. I went out and used my last bits of Christmas gift cards from work, and I bought 200 of them. So now I got lots of nuts. I should say cage or RackStuds. No more nuts. No more nuts for this guy. So I was playing with them and I was like, oh, this is a pain in the ass. I can't figure out how to make it so I could put things on top of it. And I realized that you have to put them in order. So you have to plan ahead before you put them into the rack. If you don't, then the little yellow piece that goes over the piece before when it goes into the rack, that holds it so it doesn't become unclipped, right? Because there's these things squeeze, and this makes it so they can't squeeze, so they can't come out. Obviously, a really sweet idea. Whoever thought of this is probably making millions off of these things now. Good idea. If you don't have this planned out, then you can't put this in, so you have to move things around. And as you can tell, my shelf's been moving around, all my pictures and lab stuff's been moving around. So today, I'm gonna install them. You've probably seen many billions of videos how to do this, but I thought I'd do it because I'm converting to everything in my rack to these. And I'm actually gonna do it in that rack up there too, which runs my house. So, I'm gonna drop the camera, I'm gonna put in some rack, I'm gonna unbolt some stuff that's in the rack already, and I'm gonna put these in, plop them in, and show you guys how easy it is. I got a NAS that's in the rack here that's live, so I can't really move it too much, but I have two switches, one on the top, one on the bottom. And the reason why I planned it like this is so I could show you that if something above it has got these rack studs in there and they're spaced properly, it will all line up and work perfectly. So, let's drop the camera. I'm gonna have to sit on the floor for this one. Okay, you can see that I have all this equipment here. We're at the level. Grab these that are up here. Let me dump this bag. I got like 5 bags of these things now, and I'm sure the wife's gonna wonder why I keep buying more and more of them, but whatever. So let's grab 14 and put some of these in here. So, as easy as this is, all we do is just push them in, clip them in, and they go in. These little yellow retaining pieces only go in one way, and it's really obvious. You push them in there. Done. So let's do the other side. 14, make sure we're in the right level. Right, and I'm gonna put one in the top and the bottom, so we can put all 4 of them in there. Okay. This doesn't work. You can't put stuff in here like this to make this work. It won't. You can't stack one at a time on here, because the way that these pieces go in, they are too wide. So when you take this Maybe I'll bring the camera closer here. If you have a look right here, you can see that these overlap. And you can't put these on here. So that sucks. Okay, we got that in there. But I can't put the piece that's next underneath the next U down in because it's in the way, it's overlapping. However, if you're a noob, like I just did and showed you guys, because if you don't read the instructions, it actually shows you that they go sideways. So I wanted to show you guys that. Let's take this off. Woo! I'd say that's a nut, but it's not. We go like this. Take this down for a minute. Take these off. This is the part that I don't like because I don't have any fingernails, so they're a little bit tricky. Okay. And to get them out, very, very easy. Just push the back side a little bit and then they just slide out. Right? So we have to put them in the right direction, which is like this. Right? Not up to down, but side to side. Now, if we put these on, the spacing will be perfect. So let's do that. That out. Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. Let's take these nuts out because we're not going to need these. These ones are actually easy to get out. Some of the ones you get, like these ones from Unify, they're nice, but they're so stiff that you get them stabbed into the end of your finger. When you go home and you got band-aids or blood all over your fingers, not cool. As my old coworker used to say, Jason's going to untangle these nuts. Thanks for that, Sean. The kid always asks me, Dad, are you going to untangle your nuts today? Sometimes I just have to keep stuff at work. Another one. How many more do I need? 2. Yeah, I think these things are going to get addicting for sure. I have to buy more now. Okay, so we'll take our nuts and put them back into the bin of stuff that I'll never use. I'll take 2 of these. Let's put the first switch up here. Got some. One there. One there. Easy, 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 easy. So we need 2 more of these. A friend of mine gave me this slow NAS and I'm using it for just ISOs. So let's move that up here. One there. Now these hold up to 50 pounds. That's a lot for some plastic. It's probably enforced plastic, but that's pretty good. Let's put some on here just to make it look nice. I wonder if they would cross thread easily. I guess if you forced anything in there, yeah, maybe. We got to move this last switch, but let's put 2 more of these on here to make it look complete. Oh, yeah, it is possible to cross thread, so just take your time. If it doesn't go easily, then don't do it. Okay, so let's undo this last switch. Now, this video is sponsored by American Express gift card from work. And there we go. Look at that. That looks nice. It's nice and clean. They're black, so it doesn't even, you don't see no shiny nuts, and then we don't got black nuts. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with these. I think I'm gonna have to buy some more of these. If any of you guys want to send me a pack, just send me an email and I'll give you my address. I'm probably gonna get addicted to these now. So, as you can see, the lab rack is growing. I didn't talk about Untangle today, but I did talk about these nuts. And everything is in there working. And as you can see, I really like when these are installed properly, that when you put something on there, you don't have to do the juggling act of holding a screwdriver, holding a bolt, put one in there, then do the juggling and pull it on the other side and put it in there. You can just put it in there and it'll rest on the bolts that are hanging out. So that way you can grab 2 bolts. What do we want to call these? We want to call these, what do these guys define these as? They call them studs, but what's the cap called, I wonder? Just says 20 units per pack, but it doesn't actually give you the definition on these, what they're called, but I'm going to call them screw nuts, is what I'm going to call them, screw nuts, because you screw them on, right? Okay, so that's the end of my video. I have some really cool videos coming up here soon, so stay tuned. Hopefully you like and subscribe to my videos. Channel's growing, and yeah, any questions or comments, let me know. You guys have a great day. I'm gonna go clean up this mess. See you later.